What's up, YouTube? What's going on? It's been a minute since I made a video for y'all. I don't really make Dragon Ball Super videos. You know, just like if something touched me a little bit too deep, I might make a video. But I kind of been refraining from the Dragon Ball stuff, just mainly because Super is not like Z to me. Like, there's a lot of things about Super that upsets me. But what keeps me coming back is the fact that, you know, it's a new Dragon Ball series, you know, Beyond Z, Beyond GT, you know, it's a new Dragon Ball series. So I watch it, you know, I watch it faithfully. You know, and just for those of you that don't really follow anime and manga and, you know, comics and stuff like that, I do all that too, you know. I dabble with all that, you know. I'm a big fan of comics. I'm a big fan of DC and Marvel. DC mostly, but I love Marvel too. You know, Spider-Man's like my second, you know, all-time favorite hero. You know, I read manga, I watch anime. I'm hip to all that. So, the last episode of Dragon Ball Super, I believe it was 120. Maybe it was 121. Excuse me if I'm wrong. But it was a pretty good episode. It wasn't exactly what I was expecting, but it was still good. The next episode looked like it's really, really going to be good. And I already liked the episode because the animator, whoever's animating the next episode, and it seemed like the same one that animated the next episode that we're going to see might have had something to do with, he was dabbling a little bit in the episode we just saw last night. You know, whoever this guy is, you know, you should just have him be like the chief of animation there, you know, have him in charge of the way the episodes look, because when he's on, like, the episode looks beautiful. Like, it looks so good. He must be the same guy that did a couple of episodes during the Goku Black series. Like after Goku Black, and I think what was his name, Kamatsu or whatever that guy name was, when they fused and Goku and Vegeta fused into Vegito, like all of that, you know, was amazing. Like, you know, that whole episode, the animation, it was just so good. And the episode where Vegeta trained before he fused with Goku, after he trained a little bit in the hyperbolic time chamber, and he was beating the shit out of Black, telling him the difference between, you know, Goku and just some noob possessing his body, why he can't fully tap into Goku's true power. Like, that whole thing was hot. You know, even when Goku called himself, got pissed because Goku Black and the other Kamatsu, or whatever that guy's name is, he was kind of like taunting and laughing at Goku because they was talking about how they killed Chi-Chi in that world, you know, and made Goku flip out a little bit and kick their ass for a hot minute. But that whole episode was amazing, and it's got to be the same guy. Because he has to have, you know, worked on Dragon Ball Z series, because it's the same type of animation in a lot of Z series. You know, like when we first saw Mystic Gohan for the first time, when he came back to fight Super Buu, you know, all that, you know, and the episodes with like Gotenks and all that, like, that's good animation. You know, that's what Dragon Ball Super needs, in my opinion. These three things: a great animator, you know, the guy that's been doing like some of these episodes that the animation been just beautiful, been great. Needs him at all times in every episode, or a team that, you know, can do what he does with him leading it. Great animation, consistency, because that's one of my biggest gripes about Dragon Ball. You know, I can't make these videos because I get too upset while I'm talking about this shit. You know, for example, of consistency, the episode where Piccolo, he had enough common sense to stretch his arms out and catch Gohan when Gohan almost got eliminated in a couple of episodes ago. But when he gets knocked out by this little thing, not even that powerful, just powerful enough just to knock him out of the ring, not even far, Piccolo didn't have enough sense to stretch his arms and grab, you know, the ledge. and pull himself back up. If I had Piccolo's ability, I would not ever get. You have to kill me, and you can't kill. I mean, well, even though the rules in the tournament is kind of non-existent in my opinion. Another, example of consistency. But I'm not gonna get into that. But unless you kill me, you're not getting me out of that ring, because every part of his body, stretches. He's like a shapeshifter. He's like a borderline shapeshifter. He should never, and he can regrow in an instant the limbs that he lost. He should never. And if I had Piccolo body, even if you blew my arms off, I'm gonna stretch my legs out, have the claws pop out of my toenails, burst my shoe, and form into like a hand claw, and stretch out, grab the legs, pull me back up, and then I grab my arms back. There's no reason why Piccolo, got eliminated. Even if he used his head like some One Piece type shit, and he stretched his head out, and bit the ledge and pulled himself, it don't matter, So I couldn't make a review about that, because that just pissed me all kinds the hell off. The last episode was pretty good. The last episode, the villain in the last episode kind of reminded me of, I don't know if you guys remember, it's like an old Dragon Ball Z movie where the villain was cloning a bunch of villains from Goku past, Goku and the Z Fighters past, kept cloning Frieza and Cell and everybody all the time. It was crazy. And at the very end, I forgot how he got this power up, but he kind of looked like the guy from the last Super episode last night. It was like a combination of that guy from the movie, from the Dragon Ball Z movie, and Janemba from another Dragon Ball Z movie. That's the way that guy looked. He looked like a combination of those two characters. And I thought it was going to be a little bit more epic, detailed fighting with everybody involved. But it was still okay. It was still good. I enjoyed it. But this next episode looked like it's gonna be real good. And the previews, it looked like Goku is able to at least dodge or not be worried about Jiren's attack during base form. And it kind of been leading me to a theory. Ever since Goku turned into Super Saiyan Red, every time he changes into a new form, even when he's at his base form, he seemed crazy dramatically stronger. When he first turned red and it appeared that the red power faded when he was fighting Beerus for the first time, he went into regular Super Saiyan 2 with the same power that he had with red. It's weird. It seems like every time he achieves a new level of power, he achieves this new level of stamina. Even if he's at a lower looking form, he still has the power that he would have if he was in Mystic or in Blue or something like that. It's weird because in the preview, Goku's he's blocking Jiren's attack, unless Jiren just really playing with these guys, literally playing with them. He's blocking all Jiren's attack, and he's smiling while doing it, yo, and he's able to constantly get his stamina back, as if he got a bunch of sensu beams in the roof of his mouth, and he'll crush one and he's eating and he get his stamina back. I don't get it, but that's the only theory that makes sense to me. When he gains a new big power boost level, he is leveled up, completely, and he has other little things, kind of passive things that can help him now that he's reached a new level, his stamina, constantly going up. I feel that's a part of his new Ultra Instinct, or a result of him unleashing Ultra Instinct. Now he got this new form of stamina where he can just get back shortly through fighting, of all things. Through fighting, he's able to get his stamina back where he can get that ultimate form again. It's crazy. But the next episode looks great. So what I said, animation, consistency, and it has to make sense, man. I wish shit would make sense. A lot of stuff don't make any sense. Mainly from power levels. A lot of these guys' power level just doesn't add up. It don't make sense. Like, I know how strong a lot of these characters, especially in the DBZ universe, should be, but they don't display that. Some characters that you think were weak display abilities stronger than a lot of like the heavy hitters on the team, and then a lot of heavy hitters act like they're super weak. You know, it's weird. You know, so great animation, consistency, and the power scaling just need to make sense. That's what the three ingredients they need to make this show amazing. Like, cause it could be amazing. They got everything they need. It's just like kind of lazy with it, in my opinion. But yeah, guys, I can't wait for the next episode of Dragon Ball Super. I am looking forward to it. I apologize if I am looking one direction, even though the camera's right there. You know, I'm still getting used to looking directly into the camera versus looking at the screen like I am right now. But, you know, I'll holler at you guys later. Your boy hungry. I'm about to cook me some tomahawk steaks. Holler at y'all later. Peace.